Hello and welcome back here to the Bitsler Cup. We have SG Esports versus Lava Best PC. A very hyped series, especially as SG Esports just coming off a win against Beast Coast yesterday. I am aponzeus, with me, the lovely, the bestest of the bestest. It is the brightest of the brightest. It is Brightside.
Hello, hello. Very excited. Some more SA action. This time, SG Esports last night taking a 2-1 victory in the DPC against Beast Coast. Perhaps finding their stride a little bit. We'll find out here.
Yeah, I think for me, this series, which is a best of two, so we might not have a definitive winner for it, it's very much, did SG Esports crack a little bit of a code for themselves? Or was it maybe a little bit of the one-off? We'll find out here. We're going to start with the draft. Two big heroes for me, Weaver and Spirit Breaker, are both left in.
Yeah, these bans are very unorthodox for those that have followed the DPC meta for the last month or so, right? You see no Weaver ban, no Spirit Breaker ban, no OD ban. So all of them left in the pool, no Queen of Pain. Yep, there's the Queen of Pain. So what a lot of teams have been doing is the OD ban makes a little bit less sense, or more sense, no ban I should say. Because I think teams have adapted to just picking up like heroes like Quap that just punish his weaker early laning. But they go Spirit Breaker, man. I don't know. I feel it every time I see this hero. It owns.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like the hero's been completely figured out yet. As SG Esports get it, along with the Snapfire.
Okay. The Snapfire is a little bit more unorthodox. They could have gone for a Weaver there. What is holding back Lava from just going Weaver here?
So, it could be a preparation for a Weaver. I think Snap Spirit Breaker is really nice against Weaver in theory. Snap 5 is quite nice against Weaver 4 in lane. If you have any sort of follow-up stun with your safe lane carry, you can just kill the Weaver. So that is one thing to consider. Also, you can little shredder off the bugs in the mid game as well, which is also a very, very nice thing.
Didn't
but they just
that it worked like that, yeah.
But they just go for the Mars. I really like Mars against Spirit Breaker. It's like not like this like direct 1-to-1 counter like something like a Shadow Demon might be, but it's just this raw area control that Spirit Breaker can't enter.
Yeah, now that does leave like Lava there opening up here with two what I would assume is their cores. Queen of Pain is very flexible. We've seen Queen of Pain offlane, mid, and safe lane. But it is like 90% gonna be a core hero. Are you a little bit concerned that they reveal maybe a little bit too much with those two picks?
I would be if both of these cores weren't so historically solid.
Gotcha.
Like you pick them early. Maybe Quap less so, but right now she is absolutely just this can do fine in any matchup hero. And Mars has very historically always been that hero. So Lava Best PC, they just take up two super solid cores, knowing that even if they get kind of countered, they'll probably be fine. And there's the Shadow Demon ban.
Yeah.
don't even bother with it. Something to consider. So for Mars lanes, normally on the side of Lava, you're probably gonna want some sort of ranged 4, like Weaver. You already brought up could still be in play. The Dark Willow has been a very popular answer to Spirit Breaker, especially I believe it's in EU. So that is something that could be on Lava's radar.
Now, with the Monkey King ban, maybe SG Esports are still looking for an OD, like when they take out these long-range stuns. Might still consider that and maybe not try to not lane it against the Queen of Pain. And meanwhile, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here if we don't see the Weaver ban. What is holding back Lava from just picking the Weaver? Which, like Queen of Pain, Mars, and Weaver, if you get those three heroes, like, they're really, really good right now.
It's interesting, this monkey ban. So I'm looking at Lava's bans here. They ban out Kunkka, Puck, Bloodseeker, which makes me think that it's probably leaning towards Quap mid, because they're so heavily prioritized protecting their Queen of Pain. And following that up, SG's banning out the Monkey King and maybe another SB punish laner. Like, you think of what heroes might be good against SB off lane. Monkey King seems really good. Obviously, a Monkey King versus a melee hero. So protecting this SB off lane now here on the side of SG Esports.
Radiant's turn to pick.
An IO ban. Just the IO Mars lane that we've seen a little bit, like with the sustain on the Mars going in armlet. But that's a little bit of an unorthodox ban at that stage.
Well, I mean, when it kind of makes sense, right? You think of when you normally counter IO. It's normally you counter IO with your supports a lot of the times, and you've already shown one, and you're picking another here. And if the support that they want on SG isn't good versus IO, then you just ban it.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense there. So, what hero stands out for you here? Potentially as a position 4 to lane with the Spirit Breaker. Could they go for the Weaver?
They could. I'd honestly like to see maybe a little bit more reliable lockdown, like Lion, or perhaps a Grimstroke that we've seen comboed with the Spirit Breaker a lot. Right now, their answers to Quap are Cookie and Charge. I mean, Charge is pretty good, but eventually, Queen of Pain, if the game goes later, gets Linken's and then the 25, and then it gets really hard, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the most reliable of later game answers. So you ideally want something that can combo with your team early and then provide lockdown to these heroes later. Grimstroke kind of fits the mold of both of those. But what do I know?
We're gonna go for a save here. If it is a Queen of Pain side lane and she's laning against the Aban, she's gonna have a much tougher time, and she can't really go for the dagger build.
10 seconds.
Yeah, but you almost know for sure that the Queen of Pain's not off lane.
Yeah.
So that is it seems a bit weird. Like, I look at SG's lineup, and SB Snap seems low reliable damage output. I guess Spirit Breaker kind of transitions into that Giga Chad damage dealer later, but early on they seem really low on damage on the side of SG.
Now the Rubik to come out.
What's nice about the Abaddon is the damage output for Lava Bespi is all incremented. Right, you look at Quap's all chip damage, Mars is all chip damage, Rubik's all chip damage. So the Abaddon can off-put a lot of that chip damage with the shield saves and the sustain from the Miscoil. They go Rubik here, so there's not a lot of amazing steals here, right? I mean, it fits the mold for what they wanted to lane with the Mars, just like a ranged DPS kind of off 4 hero.
I mean, the lift is nice against the Spirit Breaker, like just the insta cancel off the charge.
That's very true. And of course, the stealing shield is always immensely value. Just having a purge on your own side when you didn't pick to have a purge is obviously quite nice. But they're really thinking here. They're almost down to 8 seconds there on reserve time.
Oh.
I can see Apon's massive grin.
I love myself some Dawnbreaker. What can I say? I think the hero is fantastic to watch.
You're the DB player. What makes you think this is a good DB game?
That's a great question. You're the analyst. Tell me.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a very strong lane. I feel like she can trade well against the Snapfire Spirit Breaker lane. Whatever you have, like, even if it's a Queen of Pain safe lane, I feel like that lane would be very well against Spirit Breaker, but they most likely still pick their carry.
Do you think this is a 5 Dawnbreaker?
Yes, I think
Okay,
so.
because I almost think it's carry.
Oh, now
When because it functions very similarly in my head to like something like a Monkey King might function,
mhm.
and then you have this farming hard carry that can follow up on any sort of Spirit Breaker presence on the map. So it's almost like a counteracting. It could, in theory, I don't know if that's actually how it'll work in practice. It could counteract the Spirit Breaker's global presence.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it does. That makes a lot of sense to me. Now, the other thing that I was thinking about is one small little tidbit here about Dawnbreaker. It is one of the only position 5s that has a positive win rate against illusion heroes such as PL and Terrorblade. And I was thinking maybe Lava was just scared that SG Esports go like a PL. But I'm not sure if they would have gone that, given that they have Queen of Pain and Mars. Not sure there. I would love to see what they're gonna do about this Dawnbreaker. At the moment, I think it's gonna be a support.
That seems to be what SG is also thinking. They banned out the Morphling here, so you know, I'm theorycrafting a bit much. It's probably more likely to be the 5. So just say put that out there. SG, they go for the all reliable though. SA loves their gyrocopter more than any other region, and a lot of that's just because of the ease of execution the hero provides. It's like it's got a good landing stage, it flash farms, and then it's the super aggressive, hard to kill mid game hero. It's got a very easy, like, kind of segmented tempo that it can play.
There's the Medusa. Yeah, so the Medusa 5, Dawnbreaker 1. Sorry, vice versa, of course. How do you feel about this Medusa pick?
This is a great Dusa pick.
Seconds remain.
So historically, speaking, whenever I've thought of how to counter Gyrocopter, there's been a couple patches. Gyro's just been like the hero, right? And the go-to answer has always been Medusa, because you outrange him, you outfarm him, you outscale him, and you can join fights that Gyrocopter comes to in the mid game.
Templar Assassin.
But it's not just the gyro carry, right? You have this secondary TA, so SG's almost doubling down on the tempo here. You have 2 carries that are going to hit their stride 20-25 minutes, and it's really all on the Medusa to be that carry later into the game, it feels like.
I like the TA pick because I felt like before that, SG Esports against the Medusa, they were kind of lacking the oomph to really kill her. Like they kind of lack the damage to finish off the Medusa that is getting healed up by a Dawnbreaker, that has the support of a Queen of Pain and the Mars.
I am curious to see how this mid lane matchup goes. It's Quap versus TA, which I always thought would be Quap favored. You can burn through the refraction, and then you can farm just as fast as the TA once you start maxing your Scream of Pain. So I'm really curious to see how that matchup goes out, because SG picks this matchup, and it feels like to me that they have two heroes that need time, right? Gyro needs a little bit of time, TA needs a little bit of time. So who's making the space? Is it all on the Spirit Breaker? Because that seems like a lot of pressure for him.
If I know anything about Spirit Breaker steps up to the challenge. He's gonna charge at them and then bash them. That's what I know about Spirit Breaker.
And then it's like you have these 2 carries on SG that are going to be farming. It's like, okay, well, Lava can play pretty aggressive. You look at their early game damage, right? Mars great early, Queen of Pain great early. The Dawnbreaker, most notably, is one of the higher damage output supports in the early game, right?
I also, I'm a little bit worried here. It is a first pick Queen of Pain, and I feel like she has a really good game. Like, it is just the Spirit Breaker she has to worry about, and maybe the cookie.
I completely agree, and that's where some of my concerns come in, right? I said it was going to be just Dusa late, but you're absolutely right. Like, Queen of Pain is going to transition into this like semi-carry kind of deal that we always see. Oh, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see here as we go in game number 1 of this best of 2. It is SG Esports versus Lava Best PC. Isn't it very cool co-op set, by the way?
Not rocking the immortal.
Yeah.
Just
I like the headset. I think the head part is really cool.
it's got the golden dagger, of course.
Of course. Does the it doesn't get up in terms of ticks, how many ticks the Queen of Pain dagger does, so she doesn't even need to really max it out against refractions, right?
Correct. So what's interesting about this matchup is if the TA wants to, he can skill meld level 1 and dodge the dagger. It's like if it's almost like the puck matchup versus Quap. You can skill E to dodge the dagger, but sometimes the Quap just doesn't go dagger. So then it's got this mind games going on. I don't know. It gets a little bit crazy. We'll have to see what winds up happening.
Arms is already looking at an Aegis here, going into the Roshan pit. Hits him once.
He hits him once.
Damn, Arms. I'm not sure you can win that 1v1. No, not yet.
He cowardly ran away, picking a battle he knows he can't win. That's a coward.
That is indeed a coward. But he said, "I'll be back, and I will kill you." So Roshan already scared here. What's gonna happen throughout this game? Is he gonna get killed? And where's the Dawnbreaker going?
He's going top.
Yeah, but just strolling through the enemy.
He did not get their rune. I don't know what he was checking, but he's gonna look to be super aggressive here. He's got the Q and he's got Orb Venom. And what's great about having the Dawnbreaker 5 is this hero is like a wall, right?
Yeah.
For a ranged hero, similar to like how a Clockwork might function. I imagine Kataro is going to have a pretty free lane in this matchup. So, and that is definitely concerning if you are SG Esports, because you don't win a late game battle versus this hero in my eyes.
And I think the big scary part here for SG Esports is going to be once this Dawnbreaker hits level 2 and 3, together with the Medusa Mystic Snake hitting, that could just lead to an early first blood.
Absolutely agree. You already see Kataro off to a great start. Did he get 2? I think he got 2 range creep denies. So the Spirit Breaker is very sad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, bottom lane is going to be this Gyrocopter Abaddon versus the Mars Rubik. How's that lane gonna go?
I think it's good for SG. They don't have the highest damage output on the Dire offlane with this Mars Rubik. It's okay, but I imagine you just get chipped down by the Gyro harass and the constant shield spam coming out of Wiz. Seems like Gyro will farm. Mars will also farm, but Gyro will obviously farm faster in the long run.
And Wish already just running here at Frank. So meanwhile, up top, cut you. Just going in with the Celestial Hammer.
They do not have a small camp, worth noting here on Lava Best PC. So up in this top lane, they're just gonna... Cat, you probably knows this. He's just gonna stay up here and deny creeps and help his Medusa.
Can they get to deny on the range? No.
In mid lane, he did not go... Oh, he did go meld. So level 3, I checked, level 2, he was 101 on KXY, and he actually goes back for the level of meld. And look at what Leo Style is doing. He's actually prioritizing the Shadow Strike. And he ferries out a sentry. Oh my god, I love watching this.
So now with the sentry, he will still be able to get the Shadow Strike even if he melts, correct?
Correct. So this meld point is essentially useless unless he dewards it.
Okay. Now we already see Leo Style. He is 17 and 7, getting
this
7
is really
denies.
bad.
Oh.
KXY is really sad. He just got back with full HP, full mana from his last bottle trip. Now he's gonna have to run back, refill his bottle from the bounty rune. But Quap's just free farming here. Like Leo Style is completely content with what's going on right now.
Yeah. And we talked about like how little counters there are for this Queen of Pain in this game. It's gonna look really good. Meanwhile, down bottom, Arms just putting the harass onto the Mars and the Rubik.
Yeah,
Still no first blood.
This is kind of what you imagine happens in this lane. I love it when gyrocopters do this, by the way. He goes for 2 levels in the rocket barrage on arms, which means if they isolate the Mars, he can die. But now he'll probably start going back into the flat cannon, so it's not like he's losing too much farm efficiency.
Oh, this is going to be the first blood here. LTH tried to deny the water rune, but Leo Style with a nice blink there got there first, got the water rune, and gets a first blood.
Oh, and
Yeah,
that's
for a
not the
better
hero.
start. Oh,
Not the
meanwhile
hero
down
you
bottom, you were just talking about it.
Wait, that's a solo kill. You tips him. Yeah, you tip him. You solo killed him. That is huge for arms. He's now level 5. He's almost the same exact level as the Queen of Pain.
And up top, they find the kill onto the Spirit Break. Kotaro got a little bit low, but Katyu able to bail him out and bring down that cow.
Unfortunately, Katyu gets that kill, so Kotaro doesn't get the gold for that. So in terms of how the safe lanes are going, both are free farming, but arms is significantly happier, and he's got more levels, and he's gonna have more farm just off of getting the solo gold and experience, right, for the Mars kill. So very nice for him, and as expected, he is going back for the 2 levels of flat cannon.
Yeah. Oh, LTH denying the sentry there with a little shredder. Feels good, man. Feels good. Now level 6 is available for the Queen of Pain.
Wonder if he's gonna fly out another one here on the Queen of Pain. Or maybe he just doesn't care. You probably want it though, because obviously the TA is level 6 now. But what's really concerning, we have our first movement, Heiko.
Yeah, that's going to be the charge on to Katyu. Katyu is going to have a Celestial Hammer. It's going to look to get over the cliff, but it just took him a little bit too long there, and Heiko is going to get that kill.
He actually had to reroute because he saw the trap placed on that low ground there. So nice play there from the TA to prevent that escape.
They have a huge ancient stack here. Now the charge coming in onto Leo Style. He has a haste rune. He gets the blink away. And now
he's gonna start toying with them here. You gotta
Yes,
look
that's
out.
going to be the Sonic Wave. LTH is just going to die to this dagger. Might be able to get denied, but looking to Roche. Oh, he actually doesn't even die. Oh, nice.
Not enough damage, so that's actually really big. No, first Sonic Wave usage from Leo Style doesn't net them any kills.
It does mean that they leave this top lane completely alone for Kotaro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Katara is just completely untouched, right? Heiko, he has to rotate there because he has nowhere else to do. He can't contest the Dusa really anymore. Too many levels really on Kataro.
Yeah, now the Dawnbreaker is bottom. They might be looking for a play onto this Gyro, but this Gyro has hit level 6. He is very strong right now.
He's got treads and raindrops, so he's not, and a fairy fire. He's not easy to bring down by any means, but there is the arena. It's really gonna come down to if they can get that Abaddon save. Here we go.
Weesh. Oh, he's a little bit to the side here. There's gonna be one heal, the follow-up Starbreaker. There's gonna be the shield that's just gonna hit back
alive
here. And with the rotation from Heiko, this is turned a disaster. Spear coming out, Frank trying to hide in the trees. Please let me live. No.
And they give the kill to Arms. That's just such a great turn. They're just a little bit short on damage, and it's honestly all in the itemization from Arms. Right? He has the treads, early raindrops, and he has that fairy fire as well, on top of the Abaddon sustain. Just not quite enough damage. You have to imagine, if Leo Style has Sonic Wave there, he probably rotates in and they get the gyro kill, but they just don't have enough juice.
And taking our LTH here, gonna get caught out here, gets a cookie in, trying to turn against Leo Style, but that ain't
A
happening.
lot of damage onto Leo Style. Going for the more levels in the little shredder. It's more standard. The scaling damage on that spell is pretty ridiculous still.
Especially from level 1 to 2, it makes a pretty big jump.
But you've got to feel pretty good if you're SG. Your TA's gotten a lot of recovery time. He's got the Ancients. He's now 500 net worth up on the Queen of Pain.
Oh yeah,
And
that
then
was
Leo-
a triple or quadruple stack on the Ancients.
And you think about it, Kataro has been completely untouched, but the gyro is keeping up still.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very happy with this if you're SG. Of course, Lava's happy too because their Dusa is completely free farming. So both teams, I'd say pretty happy. The real loser are the offlaners right now. But I would definitely prefer to have an underfarmed Spirit Breaker compared to an underfarmed Mars right now.
Yeah, especially that since he is going the armlet build, so no like early blink dagger. It will help him sustain and just scale a little bit more, but it means that right now it feels like a lot is on Leo style to maybe make something happen with that next Sonic Wave.
Yeah. Katara actually rotates in mid to defend this tier 1. And they're gonna give Cat-Yu this top lane experience to get his level 6. That'll be very nice for him.
I've seen
Neither
a lot
side-
of position 5 Dawnbreakers that have been played here in SA are very much like they're playing away from their own team, just pushing out that dead lane. And if the enemy rotates 2 heroes, you're like, okay, I'm a position 5 and I got farm. Yeah, they killed me, but if they took a fight elsewhere, I can still join with the Solar Guardian.
Very much so what you'd expect, right? When you have a global ultimate,
Yeah.
you play away from your team. It almost plays. It honestly feels it's like you laned as a 5, but you almost transition as a 4 because you aren't in moves. You're farming. You're shoving out waves, right?
Mm-hmm. And if he gets to like a Holy Locket, then usually we see Aghanim Scepter after. That Aghanim Scepter is going to be very, very good against the Gyrocopter and the TA. 60% evasion sounds pretty nice.
Does sound rather nice, and he's just getting this bottom farm completely
Bottom?
for free. But here we go,
Arms
bottom.
is gonna get gone on Leo style.
There's
Has the
the
Sonic
DB.
Wave. Ooh, there's 3 heroes going down. Mr. Solar Guardian over the top. A nice Mortimer Kisses, but not enough. LTH tried to turn this around onto Leo style actually. The dodge with the illusion. That
probably wouldn't have mattered either way, but it was very nice.
Hey, look. You
Bring a
feel
little-
nice doing that. You feel nice doing
You gotta bring a little sauce, right? You just gotta show them one up.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, same move that they make onto the gyrocopter, but they have so much more damage this time. They have the DB ulti along with that Sonic Wave, and Gyro just not enough sustain for him to possibly live through that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you're really starting to see the synergy, right? You have the Mars Arena, and then you throw down the Dawnbreaker ulti, and it's just like this auto team fight win, it feels like almost right now.
Yeah. And also,
No.
I was gonna ask, because right now we have seen no tower taken from either side. Would you favor one side? You mentioned that Raiden is a little bit more tempo heavy. Do you feel like they need to have taken towers by now?
The problem, so SG's lineup is a bit weird, right? I mentioned in the draft that they need a little bit of time first,
Mm-hmm.
and so once they get that time, Cat-Yu will be dying here.
Yeah.
Goodbye. So they need these core items first. So they get the Dragon Lance on TA, so that's one of them.
They got the
They're
deny,
gonna-
but now Net Strike on
Oh, stolen
the
shield.
The stolen shield from the Rubik, and they just turn it around onto Wish. Didn't put the borrowed time in time.
This Dragon Lance is very much so needed for SG on this TA, so he can actually start hitting towers.
Mm-hmm.
Gyro is not strong enough to go sit in front line, but the TA is with the Abaddon Celt. So they get their first tower, and you always have to wonder what the Roche timing is looking like, right? Anytime you have a TA,
And they're gonna go down bottom onto the gyrocopter again. Sonic
TA's coming
Wave.
to this.
EA is gonna join in here, but they're still gonna look to fight onto her. Shadow Strike has hit her, and all of her fraction charges are gone. There are 5 heroes here for the Dire. KXY still standing strong, and Dire are going to back off.
Lava does not want to take a full team fight. They just use all of their big ultimates to take down that gyrocopter. So they're very happy just resetting. And in Lava, like, it's now back-to-back times where they've used all their spells on Gyro, and they're not going to really get punished for it, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're even pressuring this bottom tier 1.
And there's gonna be a lift onto the TA. The tree's respawning, and KXY just taking some poking there, some poking.
But meanwhile, by the way, the Medusa's still just, you know, absolutely free farming.
Yeah, you mentioned like how the Gyrocopter and the Medusa were on even ground, and suddenly Kotaro is 2,500 ahead.
It's such great awareness from Lava. They've recognized that their Medusa is untouched, so they can make all of their moves to get kills and then reset afterwards. They're not overextending to get these towers. They're going to get bottom here naturally now after SG has backed away.
As up top, Leostyle is getting charged. He has a blink. It's charge coming through first into the Nether Strike. Do they have the damage? The stick is not enough to heal.
That's the first real punish we've seen this game from SG. Right, the Medusa, if that's a Medusa instead of Queen of Pain, I don't think they can get that kill. But they recognize that Kotaro is actually bottom right now, and they can punish the Queen of Pain for being up there. And here's the Roche we talked about.
Yeah, Arms, he says, oh, you wanted to fight against me. He brought in his friends.
They have Arena.
Frank is going to be here, finds the Arena Spear into the Dawnbreaker ultimate already, and going on to Haiku. That's 2 heroes dead. Kotaro doesn't want to give up his Roche for free. Arms is in it, but it is a little bit too much HP. And now, oh no.
No.
Roche did so much there for the Dire, and now...
Dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, Apon. Uh-oh.
This is a disaster.
That is a disaster. Lava, they're just, the Medusa's just too farmed, right? He just walks in, and they honestly just stared at him. And it was a really cheeky play. I don't know if you caught it in that play, but the arena goes out. TA's outside the arena, and the Medusa's just standing right on the edge of it, so the TA can't actually click him. Because the arena is blocking it. So the TA, null factor in that fight, and the Gyrocopter just isolated in the Roche pit immediately dies afterwards. It's just beautiful gameplay. Fighting around their cooldowns perfectly right now on Lava.
And they took that fight without the Queen of Pain. They got so many kills, they got ages. Like, this Medusa Kotaro is feeling like... what is he scared of right now? Up top, Arms, oh no! Oh no, Arms getting found. He might find the counter kill on the Katyu actually. Celestial Hammer, Arms gonna go down first, and Katyu dies to the tower.
Does die, but that is well worth it. Right, you get the +1. Once again, Arms goes down. Leo style, he's out. And we're pretty much at this point where the Medusa, we're 16 minutes in. It's like, how do you kill her? And we mentioned in the draft, like, Medusa can teamfight into the Gyrocopter TA tempo, which makes it such a great pick. But now it's like, it's not even he's teamfighting. He's just standing there. Like, can they even kill him if he's, like, alone, like, 1v5? I mean, maybe they 1v5, but, like, it's tough. And they're going to find the TA now.
The TA fights back onto the Rubik here, but with the Yule Scepter, Kim survives. Oh no. And it's just like, I feel like right now they're just playing with 2 heroes away. Katyu and Kotaro are just away from the team. Kotaro with the Aegis cannot be gone on, and Katyu just joins any fight with the Solar Guardian. They're playing beautifully around those ultimates.
And we're really seeing why Lava prioritized this Mars. Like, he didn't have the greatest of lanes on Frank. He got solo killed by the Gyrocopter, but it just doesn't matter. Like, all they need is the arena to get out on 1 to 2 heroes, and it feels like a 1 fight. And he's done it. Every single fight has been pretty much set up, right? You look at every successful engagement.
They are gonna go onto Frank here, but he with an arm
Stolen
that is
shield,
very
by the way.
tanky. Yeah, the stolen shield is making this very troublesome. They find the kill onto the Mars, and now looking to go onto Kim. Kim is going to die, loses his courier as well. And now Kotaro has to back off.
From this. Oh, no, not full mana. He's not level 20 yet. My bad. You get a couple nice kills, but it's just such a lower priority kills. Like, yeah, you find the Mars, but at the end of the day, he's getting the job. Like, he doesn't need anything more. He's almost got his Blink Dagger.
Oh, and the Medusa just takes the creep with the Manta style illusions.
It's one of those feels bad fights if you're SG because you get a couple kills, but what are you really getting after that? Right? The Medusa's still free farming, the Queen of Pain's still free farming. So nothing of real value is obtained from those kills.
Yeah, he finds the Medusa, and Kotaro says, okay.
He says, "What's up? How you doing?"
Nice. Alright, how are we doing? Kotaro now 200 gold, 300 gold away from his Scotty.
And you talk about a crippling Scotty game. Double ranged core in the Gyro TA. So Gyro TA need to stand their ground and fight. But not only are they not going to have the damage to pierce through the Medusa's HP mana shield, but they're not going to be able to run away now because of the Scotty.
Yeah.
It's looking brutal right now for SG.
And like we've talked a lot about the Medusa now, but there's also like Leo style on the Quab, who has a Kai Assange finish. We have the Scotty now finished on the Medusa. They're gonna take this tier 2 tower while they haven't even lost a tier 1 up top. And they're gonna find the Snapfire, Yule Scepter onto the Spirit Breaker. Aiko might fall as well. Nether Strike coming out, but Starbreaker is going to be there. You might just be the star of this patch, but Starbreaker is gonna bring you down.
Oh, he blinked in.
He blinked in. Oh,
Okay.
He got the kill. But was that worth it?
You got him. He's dead. They got the Rubik. I'm getting this kill. I don't care what happens. Kind of play.
Aegis has expired now, but oh no, just getting body blocked here. And now borrowed time is ended. It's going to die. Killing spree for the Medusa.
Yeah, and really, we're just reaching critical mass on Kotaro. He's got the Scotty. He's gonna have a Crystallis soon, so even more damage output.
He's at 15,000 net worth in 20 minutes.
And the crazy thing is, honestly, like the Medusa hasn't been involved in a lot of moves. He's just been farming, right? Most of the credit goes to the Mars, Rubik, the Dawnbreaker movements in this game. And the Quap, right? The SG's just been unable to counteract that.
Oh, we
team
have
fight
the blink
advantage.
now from the Mars. It's gonna jump in here onto LTH. They're gonna start hitting onto the Snapfire. And Heiko trying to go in with the charge. It's gonna be able to TP out, but they lose the tier 3 tower. And they just have to back off. There was nothing expended here from the Dire, really. They're gonna have an arena up in a few seconds. Helicopter has joined.
Stolen shield.
Oh no. How do you fight now?
SG, this is the problem. Can you even chase this? They still have arena and stone gaze. No DB ulti, but they have everything else at their disposal.
Yeah, it's coming up in 15 seconds. Like, they're just waiting here to get the lift up, blink away from the TA. Jump forward here onto arms. He doesn't have a BKB yet. Charge coming through from Heiko with the Mortimer Kisses. They find their arena onto 2 of them and leave the TA out of it. And that's going to be arms already dead. And KXY not able to participate at all. That's going to be a cookie forward. LTH is going to go down. And KXY in a precarious situation himself. Gonna be dusted up, speared up, gonna be brought down.
I feel for this Abaddon. He's just sitting there. He's like, I can Q you, my TA. Live on. KXY just immediately dies afterwards. And that's just the full team fight coming together for Lava. We haven't seen the Medusa participate in it, but the Stone Gaze comes out, the Gyro. No counterplay to it, really. And really for SG, it's just, where's the damage at the end of the day? You know, it doesn't feel like they have the damage to bring down any of the cores on Lava. Let alone, even like the Rubik now, he's got Yules and a Ghost Scepter. The Dawnbreaker's got 2k HP. Like, who are they killing?
Yeah. He's about halfway to an Aghanim Scepter. I mean, if they have damage problems now, if this Dawnbreaker gets to an axe, how can they kill anybody? And TA is gonna finish a Deso. We're gonna have a Deso later. That's nice. We're gonna have a dead TA. That's...
He has his Deso though.
He has the Deso.
It is on his courier, unfortunately, still, but he got
Arms
it.
is gonna fight here against Frank. Frank with the armlet toggles will survive, and the arena.
They make it look too easy, Apon.
Yeah, it really does. It looks so easy when you're in this position. Like this Medusa, I did not feel was ever in threat of dying this game. They smoked under the tower, establishing dominance.
He's gonna charge in and then get immediately Yules.
Oh, they might
and
find the
Spear.
Dawnbreaker with the Mortimer Kisses. It's gonna get the Celestial Hammer is out.
Oh, okay. And the Medusa has very little mana, so they're probably gonna reset here. Rubik
Kim.
left to the Wolves.
It's gonna be
maybe
the
not.
Dawnbreak Ultimate. Not gonna be left to the Wolves here. With the Dawnbreak Ultimate, they're going onto these supports, and they're both gonna die.
I completely take it back. They would never throw their boy to the Wolves.
Not Kim. No.
Not Kim. Not Kim. He's too precious.
Too precious of a boy. And now looking to go at the racks here. KXY just taking so much damage. That's gonna be a call down coming down. Okay.
It's just how do they enter fights? I mean, it's an 18k gold lead, but KXY he just like can't even approach the Medusa. Oh,
he is
tried.
getting approached.
he got okay.
He did approach the fight.
What did you call it?
And there is going to be the GG call. Yeah, very one-sided here. Did you feel like that from the draft, or do you feel like this was more outplay?
I had concerns about SG's lineup in that Gyro TA both needed time.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like they may have been able to get that time with how the Gyro's lane went, but it was such great plays from Lava, just multiple moves to the Gyrocopter, back-to-back kills on him. And once that happened, the game just kind of slowly fell apart for SG Esports as they didn't really have any ways to make plays. It was all the Spirit Breaker who you're charging into a million stuns. The Yule Scepter on Rubik was a great pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Dawnbreaker ultimate, right? We saw it a couple times. The Spirit Breaker tries to commit, but they just don't have enough damage through the heal.
Yeah. Certainly looking very, very dominant there from Lava. Now, this is a best of 2. For game number 2, what would you see different from SG Esports?
I do think that they got thoroughly out team fought in this game. That was really the big defining factor of every fight, right? Lava Best PC has the Arena, the DB ulti, Stone Gaze, Sonic Wave, right? Just so many AoE powerful spells, and SG doesn't have any.
Mm-hmm.
So once your lanes start kind of falling apart, it feels a little bit awkward. So I'd love to see them subsidize the Spirit Breaker pickoff with some team fight, so it's not just Heiko trying to solo win these fights as the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would like to see a little bit more active supports. Like Snapfire can make stuff, but in a ban, like you are very, very reliant on getting those shields off, and there's just too much happening from Lava to make great use of that shield there. It is not against an RP or something like that. So we'll see what's going to be in game number 2 after a short break. Stay tuned for that. Hello and welcome back here to game number 2 in the Bitsler Cup. It is Lava Best PC up 1-0 against SG Esports. It was one really bad Roshan fight and Medusa was just off to too good of a start here. I'm aponzeus, with me, Brightside, the bestest of Brightsides. How are you doing?
Doing just dandy. Very excited to dive in here to game 2. See if SG Esports can tie up the series. Go home, not, or I guess they're all probably at home, but step away a little happier about their performance.
Yes, let's see here. Gonna go straight into the draft. Now, the Weaver was completely unpicked and unbanned in the first game. In this game, however, first ban Weaver. And
yeah, the other big one is the Snapfire ban coming out from Lava Best PC as they take out the Snapfire, which leaves Bane for SG Esports, and there's a Broodmother.
There is a Broodmother. So Lava Best PC, they're gonna go for the Queen of Pain Monkey King opener. There's a Broodmother. What do you make of that?
Well, not gonna lie, haven't seen this. I know this hero has been making a little bit of a resurgence, but I haven't seen it played all that much. So I imagine the hero is that it's played pretty much strictly in the offlane now, if I am recalling correctly, which means that for SG or for Lava Best PC, you either need a carry that can kill the spiders and deal with the hero, or you need an offlaner that can do it. And you see SG Esports, they're fully aware of this. They ban out the Mars, they ban out the Timber, two of the best heroes at dealing with that Broodmother in the early to mid game.
How is Monkey King against Broodmother?
That is a good question. I don't know if Boundless Strike does enough damage if you don't have the Jingu stacks to kill the spiders. I imagine it doesn't do enough, which then makes it obviously a really bad matchup. If you can't kill the spiders in one spell, then you just kind of die if they live. It's a very hit or miss thing. It's you live or you die. Red pill, blue pill. Which one you picking? Like, So it could, I mean, it could be, but it's more than likely the position 4 Monkey King, which has been this super stable support in the last 2 months or so.
You mentioned during at the end of last game, like after the last game, you would like to see a little bit more team fight from the offlane of SG Esports. Broodmother doesn't like. I mean, she usually goes like Guardian Greaves into some like utility items, but she doesn't really offer team fight per se.
Yeah, but what I was thinking Kunkka, but you are right. I did think they would hopefully get more team fight, but this opener from SG Esports gives them a lot of windows, and honestly, a lot of it is just Bane as a hero. Like you can just play to pick off these split pushing heroes and abuse the advantage that your Broodmother is going to give you, right? Because Broodmother is going to naturally force heroes to her lane, and that will create openings on elsewhere across the map. This Kunkka pick, I'm a little surprised it didn't get banned. SG bans out the Beastmaster as their last ban instead, and Lava Best PC just snatch up Kunkka here. One of the more traditional counters to the Broodmother. And you can obviously double down on that with Kunkka's. We see safe lane Kunkka all the time now. It's become part of the meta to run it there. So very, very happy getting that matchup, I imagine.
For sure. And now SG Esports are looking for a support to lane with their Broodmother.
And Spirit Breaker was banned this time, right? Yes. So it is you want a hero that can help the Brood early and then can leave. So the question is, okay, they're not picking their support yet. So they're going to pick up their mid matchup here. This is most likely their pick into the co-op. Void Spirit, one of the more popular pickups against the Queen of Pain. It lanes well. It provides lockdown later. It's a bit of a mixed bag of stuff against the Quap.
5 seconds remain.
How would you feel about an Earth Spirit here? Like, I feel like that's a hero that can help early on for the Broodmother, but then can also like leave her alone and just rotate.
I don't hate it. I don't love Bane Earth Spirit though as your support duo, because they both kind of do the same thing. Obviously, Earth Spirit's more lower CD reliable or more lower CD lockdown, which could be very nice for the Queen of Pain, right? So it's not by no means bad. I'm trying to think of other heroes. Like Monkey King could have been very nice for SG Esports.
Well, just snatch it up from the enemy.
Yeah, just give them the Uno reverse card. Just play that, and say, "I got you." And they do go Earth Spirit. Apon, you are the true analyst here.
It's just I see Void Spirit, I think of spirits, and they just want to be picked as brothers. So it just makes perfect sense right there. It goes in the lore.
And it already does seem like a significantly harder Quap game.
Yeah.
Across the board, right? You're playing into Grip, a potential Orchid from Brood, the Yules from Void Spirit, the reliable lockdown of the low CD lockdown of the Earth Spirit.
So the Grimstroke is very, very nice against Broodmother. If you hit that Stroke of Fate against the Spiderlings, chef's kiss. If there are enemy heroes behind it, even more chef's kiss. It's just the best.
It's also Grimstroke's super value, of course, for everything you just said, but the ultimate is super value this game too, specifically against Brood and Void Spirit, because Broodmother wants to play this like chaotic style of fights where he bobs and weaves. If you ever link him to a teammate, it's very easy to just isolate him right there and kill him. Same with the Void Spirit. They function very similarly with how they want to take fights.
Just overall, I feel like in this draft now, the second phase of picks, Lava very much like they countered the Broodmother. Just the Broodmother, while SG Esports, they're really countering that Queen of Pain. Are you a little bit worried here are you more worried for either side here if their Queen of Pain or the Broodmother gets countered too much?
I think Queen of Pain's history in this patch gives her the benefit of the doubt right now, where you get that Kai Assange, you get the status res, and you become this like almost impossible to lock down hero. And SG Sports is picking lots of lockdowns, so obviously she'll probably die once or twice to it, but I struggle to think of Broodmother having a solid impact when she has a bad game. And the Kunkka in particular, right? I worry about SG Esports damage. I feel like this Kunkka is going to have a completely free lane. He's probably going to get slightly boosted net worth because of some spider kills eventually. And then are they going to be able to kill the Kunkka and deal with the Quap, right? It seems like SG has to pick one or the other right now.
It feels like Lava could very similarly to game number 1 have a very, very strong mid-game timing with that Kunkka and the Queen of Pain. SG Esports are going for Luna, so they're trying to kind of match the timing of Lava here and hold... I like that they go for more of that approach instead of going for a hard carry. So just like try to fight back against what Lava has here. Is there a hero that stands out to you that Lava could pick up to round out their draft? They're most likely looking for an offlaner.
Yeah, you really want something that can probably...
That was exactly what you were going to say. I heard it. You were going to say Dazzle, right?
Yeah, that was... I was going right there. Yep. So Dazzle offlane for Frank. That was by no means what I was going to say. I was going to lean towards the opposite of a Dazzle and go get a hero that synergizes with the Inkswell for the Grimstroke for them to play around, but they go a completely different direction. So Dazzle offlane partnered with the Monkey King. So you get the poison touch with the Monkey King slow. Could be pretty lethal, right? You think of a hero like Bane and Luna. They don't love being isolated. They want to take trades together. So if Lava Best PC is able to isolate either of those heroes, it could be really hard for SG Esports. Of course, this is going to provide... This is like the hero to focus on in fights, right? If Dazzle's allowed to live through the fights, it's problems for SG Esports. They have great heroes at jumping him, but now you're jumping the Dazzle instead of the Quap and the Kunkka that we talked about.
And I feel like this Dazzle just amplifies the potential weakness of SG Esports that you already mentioned, like how do they kill somebody? Like, suddenly get graved, there's gonna be the heal from the Dazzle, he might go like Mech Guardian Greaves with the lower CD from Bad Juju. And how do you kill heroes is gonna be the question here for SG Esports. Overall though, I like that they have, like, I like their support duo in terms of like how active they can be. We'll see what they're going to be able to achieve in this game number 2 as they're down 1 game, and they really got to step it up here. Game number 1 did not do them any favors.
I absolutely agree. I have serious concerns about SG being able to find consistent kills across the map with this Dazzle being in play now. We'll have to see how it winds up working out. I do think there's potential for if the Dazzle messes up once in that lane, he gets nightmared, and then the Luna's allowed to pump the damage into him, and then they can easily kill Frank in this lane. And if Luna's gets off to a good start, that could set the ball rolling for SG.
Very wise, very wise.
I already see the quick buy here of the Dazzle, the Gloves of Haste. Most likely going to see the Midas Dazzle.
I wonder if he goes Midas. That could just be treads, of course. He's going to start.
Let me believe, man. Let me believe. Why wouldn't that be the rest of the treads showing?
No, I don't know. Frank's got his ways, I suppose. Beats me. I do. Does he have the Dazzleator? Sorry, I was looking at the items. He does have the Dazzleator.
The Dazzleator?
On Dazzle.
Oh yeah, the Dazzleator.
So he
I didn't know it was called that. That's hilarious.
Is prepped. He's ready to rumble.
That's like some of the most high cost in-game items, I feel like.
The Dazzleator is by far the highest, if I recall correctly. Monkey King, they smoked in here. They just smoked into each other, I think. They just met on the high ground, and we're just gonna walk up here and see what's up. Gets a cheeky little right click.
The Dazzleator is already on the other side here, looking to come from behind. Finds arms, gives him a little love tap. And that's gonna be the poison touch. They're gonna go onto Weege here. No, he's...
Interesting that it's very curious he goes poison touch in this lane. Normally, core Dazzles like to start level 1 Shadow Wave, so they can secure their range creep.
Oh, this time it's Frank who aggroed the Roche. You know, the last time somebody did that... Oh, they cut the tree so that they're... That's some next level play right there, so the Monkey King can look like the tree that was cut, but he's a tree with leaves, so...
That is slightly jarring in the river to see.
This is very fun though, but last time it was Arms who aggroed the Roche and Arms lost. I'm not sure if that was the play there, Frank.
It's true. They may have already sealed their fate.
Yeah, I mean...
Just the writing's on the wall. Just call it. Go now. Yeah.
Call it. Game's over. GG's. So we're gonna have this Kunkka Grimstroke versus the Broodmother Earth Spirit. Now, early on, the Broodmother is not all that much about the Spiderlings, as she only gets that at level 6. And it's just a very strong lane of it, Insatiable Hunger and the Spider Webs.
Yeah, and you've got to be really careful in this lane as Cat use specifically. If you get caught with the roll kick and then the damage from the Brood, could be very, very scary. I love how aggressive Kataro's playing down here.
Yeah.
He's just walking at them early, recognizing they're not super strong early on in this lane for SG.
Yeah, and just putting the harass onto your spirit and the Brute Mother. Get a nice Tidebringer hit onto both of them. So meanwhile, up top, the
Wish.
Dazzlator making his work. Immediate TP from the Bane.
That was really. If he doesn't TP there, he is immediately dead. Interesting from the Monkey King. He goes for Jingu. Actually, we talked about the synergy of his other spells, but he's just gonna try and.
Him. They're gonna find Heiko here. A few more right clicks. Katyu actually getting that first blood.
That is cool. I've never seen that. He goes X level 2 on Kataro.
Oh.
So they X with the Inkswell synergy, and then they pump in the damage on top of that. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Very well played there. You don't expect that. You almost always see Torrent level 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like X marks the spot. Usually without Torrent, it's like, okay, why?
But they just recognize that if they can get enough Inkswell stun duration, they have enough damage to bring down the Brood.
And Brute Mother not having a good start is going to be a rough one. And we'll see if they can keep up that aggression though. As, now with Insatiable Hunger, it's much, much more sustainable.
It does have a very lengthy cooldown though. 40 seconds at level 1. The spell got gutted a while back in our last big Brood patch.
I mean, deservedly so.
Absolutely. I hate that hero. I hope it never becomes absolutely good again.
Up
So.
top, Wish. Oh, you know. You hate to see it. It's just gonna be slowed and slowed again. Oh.
That was some trust. Level 2 poison touch, so just enough damage there. And this is when it really gets scary. Level 2 poison touch. It nearly. Hold on, I'm trying to remember how it scales. It does. If like the fall off duration when you're not right clicking, it feels so much longer.
Oh, Arms. He's taking so much damage from this.
He's dead.
The Dazzlator. The
There's no escape.
Dazzlator is putting in work. Oh.
And that's the problem. If you get isolated, the Bane was TPing in. He wasn't quite there. You're just food.
Oh.
It looks so nice when you see it play out. This pick, you don't expect it, but it is absolutely putting in work right now.
I mean, you did expect it. You called it during the draft. You said they're gonna pick Dazzle right here. They're gonna go onto Heiko here with the X mark, and Heiko is taking so much damage.
So much damage. They have another Q. He's dead.
Katyu securing the kill.
Is so heads up, and this is like the worst case scenario for SG. Is the Kunkka getting a free lane?
Up top here, Arms is gonna go down again.
And Widge is dead too.
Oh no, Frank.
So while that happened, Leo Style got ganked mid, and he died. And then Leo Style tips the Earth Spirit because his top lane needs help, and the Earth Spirit's not there.
Yeah.
Although Frank could potentially a little cheeky play here, perhaps.
And it's so scary if you don't manage to kill him. Like, he has a fairy here. He's just gonna poison touch you. Bane.
But like, what is Luna supposed to do? Arms is level 3, Apon, and he has decided he cannot lane anymore. He is going into the jungle.
They're gonna go onto Kim here, but there's the poison touch, and Frank. Oh, he's just running on LTH. LTH is dead. As at the same time, Wish tries to find the kill onto the Monkey King, but can't. Oh no.
My God, this top lane is okay. I lied. Arms was just walking back to lane, so he has to save his TP in case he has to TP out, right? But
yeah,
man, this is just—it's a 2K gold lead at 5 minutes. Apon
mid KXY nearly going down. Missed the rotation from Katyu, and it is 7-1.
This has just been a laning stage show, really, from Lava. Like this has just been textbook in every lane. It feels like.
You know how you said like Frankie wants the gloves of haste for the treads. He has arcane boots.
Yeah, I thought this is normally what you want. It's so good with the bad juju reduction. Arms, I don't know what you think you're gonna accomplish up here, but
he's dead. Like he's just dead.
Okay, Void Spirit is coming.
He's dead. Void Spirit is here, but your Luna is dead, and Frank is just gonna walk away. He's just got a TP.
Is he? Okay, he is.
Never a doubt in his mind.
This is very much, they needed these rotations, not the kill they wanted to find. They wanted to find Frank. But look at how much space they're just forcing SG.
There is
They
a
have to come up
Grimstroke
here.
pushing in mid. Like,
And bottom lane, Kataro is completely free farming. You know, you talked about him versus the Brood lane. Heiko is miserable down here, and Luna dies again! This time to Leo style. And the Inkswell combination, of course, but oh dear.
Dazzle? It's gonna get gone on? They throw everything at him. Yeah, do they have the heal coming out and they
You got the poison touch off though.
They're gonna lose everybody here. They got, I guess
Oh,
they
he
got
missed it.
Dazzle.
I mean, this is just disaster. I mean, they got the Dazzle. Dazzle down.
Dazzle down. Dazzle
Dazzle down.
been dazzled.
He is going Midas.
I mean, can you fault him?
No, I really can. When you get this kind of start, you feel like you don't need really any other item. Wonder where he goes. He is waiting for his TP. Is he going back top? He might go mid. He's going back top. So he says, Leo style, this is my lane. He'll refill his bottle. But thank you for your service. Now get out.
Get out of here. That's, So
this is
let's take a look at your name. What's the bright side here for SG Esports?
It's tough to see a one. KXY was really the one that's been mostly enabled through all of this, right? So they got the kill on mid with the rotation from the Earth Spirit, and then he gets the kill on the Monkey King. So KXY is the one that's really gonna have to make some magic happen. And they are gonna smoke with him. They're gonna try and find this Kunkka.
Okay.
This would be an absolutely huge kill if they're able to find it.
His armlet just got killed on the courier, so he's not as tanky as he could be. Still though, he is a very tanky. Chain stun.
Get the rum.
There's gonna be the rum buff, the nightmare coming out, and the support coming in from Katu, and Kotaro gets the Tidebringer hit up. He is getting low. Another Astral Step. He will die in the end, but
And Katyu will fall as well. Solar and yep, they're there.
but at the same time they lose arms again.
What? What did he die to? Just Leo style?
He died.
Okay.
He's level 4.
Taco, this is just this is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And he's level 4. And this is a hero, Luna, that generally wants to win his lane and then can transition the lane win into snowballing, right?
And they lose their top tower and their mid tower before 10 minutes.
This is terrible. The nice thing is is this going to free up the Brood to get the bottom tower. So they're going to get that bottom lane space for the Luna. But the problem is it for the Luna, right? You have a Brood. This is Brood's lane. So where's Luna supposed to go? He can't go top. He can't go mid, really. He's just kind of stuck in his triangle right now.
And
It's
now,
painful to watch. He is level 5.
I don't know if they needed the Sonic Wave there, but you know, establishing dominance.
And Dazzle, by the way, he won his lane, and he didn't have to go any big item, right? He just goes straight back for the Midas. That's flying out to him now. So it's not like he's not playing greedy. Dazzle will be scaling. How? Just Inkswell plus the Monkey King.
I mean, it's maxed out Stroke of Fate.
Oh, that's true. I didn't see it. Did he get
The
the hit?
500 damage hit from Stroke of Fate.
Yep, that'll do it. I was wondering how he died.
Oh no.
But that's also the great thing about the Monkey versus Brood, right? You can scout him from the trees. Brood normally thrives on positioning in the trees and whatnot, but you can always be found by the Monkey King. And they're going to look to set up on him again, possibly. Kim is here. Dazzle has come in as well.
And I mean, oh no.
They see him. Here comes the monkey. Heiko.
That's a stroke of
Oh
fate.
dear. Oh, no.
no. They're gonna find a counter kill onto the
Guys,
Conquer up
You
top.
get the grip. Yeah, with the grip.
Okay.
That is a good trade at this
Mm-hmm.
point. That is the hard carry for your off lane. You'll take that any day of the week.
I'm still a little bit worried about this Monkey King position 4 having similar net worth as the Luna.
I mean, you're right to be worried. It's that's one of those. It's a good kill. It's a much needed kill.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it doesn't give them any map control, really, right?
There's gonna be the smoke. It's gonna be broken by the Monkey King. And the Soulbind to come out here. They're trying to go onto the Grimstroke. They find Grimstroke. And the Nightmare onto the Monkey. He is in the midst of all of them. Leo Style is going to help him. They're gonna try to turn this around onto LTH. And Kim is going to die. Jump forward by Leo Style finds.
He has ulti.
Yeah, the Sonic Wave coming through. Weesh. It's getting
Okay.
low here, but Leo Style gets the blink out. Frank, Frank, he's coming in. He's coming in.
The Dazzle's here.
Oh no, Frank gets the kill.
Yes,
Leostat
that
actually jumped in. But there's no point in Eclipse yet on the Luna, also only 1 point in Lucent Beam.
You can really just see the deficit SG's working at. They have to use all of their resources on the Monkey King. And Leo Style, I mean, he had an Arcane Rune for that and everything. Now has Orchid. They smoke up. Has a Haste Rune now. Oh my gosh, he is so happy. Whoever shows mid is going to die to this Orchid reveal, and it's either Luna or Void Spirit. Arms. Oh no.
Oh no. Arms is going to die. How about both of them? Because KXY getting gone on here as well has an Astral Step.
Oh, he right? The slow is so much, man. So much damage.
Yeah, and now LTH.
Bottom lane.
He's dead.
Oh my gosh, Katara. Oh, Katara's just farming spiders.
How many last hits does he have? Oops.
I just watched him get like
131.
just watched him clean up the cavalry there.
It is becoming rough to watch here.
And now they find the
KXY.
actual here.
He gets the jump away. Heiko has been found at the same time. KXY, oh no, has been silenced. There is a mech on Dazzle.
SG's in shambles, right? It felt like they needed good lanes. But they pretty much the exact opposite happened. They had disastrous lanes. And now you're really just left wondering what plays do you have? You have an Orchid Quap hunting the map, MK hunting the map.
Who's gonna have his Orchid of his own soon?
You've got, by the way, this Kunkka bought Boots of Travel for reference with how free this game feels for him.
Jump in here by the Earth Spirit. It's going to die. Sonic Wave hits onto 3. Frankie wants the poison touch. Give him the touchy. That's gonna be a grip. Okay. See you there, SG Esports.
Bit aggressive there from Frank. Nicely
That's
done.
grip now down. Like, I
Okay.
feel like that just now allows Leostar to play wherever he wants, whatever he wants, however he wants.
Yeah, and same for Katara. You can see they use the grip, but the aggression for Lava is not calming down. In fact, it's the opposite.
Yeah, they're gonna go onto arms here with the Wukong's command.
Nice Orchid. They Orchid up the Bane instead, so he can't Nightmare.
Stun from the Inkswell. And now Leostal is out of mana actually. Just a slow
find-
death onto Wish. Can't find him. X marks the spot on the KXY. He has a Yule Scepter. Nicely timed. Torrent not gonna be there, and KXY is going to be fine.
Also interesting, we didn't really talk about it, but Dazzle as an answer to Broodmother. Oh, they find him. His Yule's 8 seconds.
Oh no.
KXY.
KXY.
But, if you ever try to farm lanes with your spiders, the Dazzle Shadow Wave will actually one-shot all of the spiders.
Oh.
So that is also something that probably should have been noted earlier. So there's really nowhere for this Brood to go. He's gonna go top, but Kataro is here. Hello, Brood.
Kataro. This is gonna be nightmared. But with the support from the Grimsword, they're trying to go on the Catju. That's gonna be the Soulbind coming out. And now with the Inkswell, Catju is going to die, but that just means Kotaro is gonna get more experience for himself. That was all it was all about. That's at the same time down bottom. LTH, the roll with the Magnetize.
Still got mech. Should be fine.
Nice, yeah.
The damage output on SG is just so abysmally low, Apon. It's just hard to see. Like this Dazzle mech plus the Shadow Wave. He has now completed Greaves. And then on top of Rum, right? We haven't even factored that in yet. Does not look good. That shouldn't be surprising given how the lanes went. It's also a 9k gold lead at 16 minutes.
I feel like does not look good is a little bit of an understatement there.
That is very true. But I mean SG, so they're getting some space. The question is really what item timing saves them this game.
You have the Orchid on the Monkey King.
And they have 2 Orchids to deal with this.
Oh, dodges the stun there actually. Yeah.
Arms, where's he going? Taking a little.
Wants some farm.
Some nice scouting here from the. I love it when birds do this. He just has the spider scouting ahead for the Luna, so he can safely walk in here.
You don't even need to mess with the files anymore to do that. Just do it with the tab.
That's very true. You know, watching players like Ice do it, like they make it look so easy, but
yeah, it's the same with Naga Siren. It looks so easy to just like split push the map with all of the illusions all the time, and then you play it and you're like, damn, this is a lot. This is a lot. Unless you are a real-time strategy player, then you're absolutely used to it. Are you one, Brightside?
No, minimally at best. I downloaded Age of Empires 4 and never played it, so that shows you how committed I am. Nice wraparound here, though, by the way, coming in.
Yeah, they are fine. Oh, nice grip here onto the Conquer, but it's going to be cancelled. He is going to be silenced up here, but the Shallow Grave is going to save him. The Rum is going to come out, and with the armlet, he's just going to walk away.
No.
Oh, no. Kotaro. Now the silence, he has a Yule Scepter on the Void Spirit. And the Torrent perfectly timed. Another Shallow Grave here, and don't get anything.
That was just the culmination of all the sustain we talked about, right? The Rum comes out, the Dazzle sustain, the Greaves, everything comes out. The armlet toggling, Kotaro. I mean, I can't believe he lived there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was the kitchen sink. They threw SG threw it all at him.
And they didn't get a single kill, and they lost it. Like, it's so rough when you like throw everything, every single spell you have. You're like, we can do something here. And you don't get a single kill, you don't defend any objective with it, and you still lose everybody.
And it's just so demoralizing if you're SG there. You put up a decent fight game 1, it felt like, for a decent chunk of that game, and then you're just falling apart.
They're finding the Grimstroke here, but the Shallow Grave is going to be there, and they're not going to find the kill. The XD.
He wants him so bad. You talk about brutal, Apon. This was a Gaben level shellacking to reference Suns fans' usage there.
Yeah, the shellacking. I like how we like pretty much adopted that universally throughout all region. Like it was in like the previous DPC seasons. It was like coming up from Suns fan time and again, and yeah, it's a good word for it. It is a shellacking.
You really just run out of words to describe how massive of a lead Lava has. Like for how early in the game, like we're only 20 minutes in, but it's a 16k gold lead. Almost 1k a minute. It's fucking brutal.
Gonna find LTH, just the 2 supports here.
Goodbye.
It is just a shellacking. And if you thought it was hard before, Frank has now a Hood of Defiance finished. Has a medallion looking for the Solar Crest. Hey, they're finding a courier.
Arms. Oh,
They found the courier. Okay,
They found-
1v1. Position 4 versus position 1 here. Okay,
Not
the
gonna
position.
lie, I think Kim wins that.
Okay, Leo style.
He cheated.
No honor here.
Grip?
No honor.
Grip under the Kunkka.
Rip onto the Kunkka.
He's still
Okay.
at half HP.
He's at half HP. They bring in
They got
KXY.
him.
They find the Admiral. With an Admiral amount of effort, they find the Admiral.
They are sprinting in on lava, though. They do not care.
Yeah, Frank has arrived. And jump in here from LTH. Magnetized to come out. BKB on Leo style. And the two supports are a goner. KXY just thinks, please don't find me. Please. Let me just go. And Heiko just wants to run away with the children. Run away and find a new home.
Run.
Just
Hide
into
the
the
kids.
corner. Oh
Hide the
no.
kids, man.
Oh, no. Bring in the Grimstroke. Grimstroke. Cue it. Cue it. There's gonna be. Oh no, they're all already dead. Oh.
Hide the kids. They couldn't hide. Oh no.
Oh.
Not the babies.
It's a rough one.
At least she goes down with the ship. You know, you don't leave them out to dry.
The rough one is though she saw the children die first. It's always rough as a parent when you see your children die first. I feel like that's KXY. He clipped himself. It's gonna get silenced up. Gonna try to fight back, and is going to die.
Yeah, there's their Void Spirit. Down he goes. I hear a Wukong's onto the Bane.
And he has a Shadow Amulet, and he's safe. Easy. Too easy. If Frank, he just dives under the tower here.
It doesn't have his Greaves. I believe he is dead.
Yeah, okay, that was maybe a little.
They got someone though. I mean, you know, that's a pretty big kill. That's a very farm dazzle. He has 11k net worth.
The 500 gold to the Earth Spirit. Okay, I mean,
It's really just if SG has any hope of winning this game, it's gonna be on the back of lava just like running into their fountain practically. Honestly, they might have to literally run into their fountain. But that's about as close to use for it as Dazzle. He doesn't want to tank tier 3s.
you know, but I'm just thinking about it. What did we see at the beginning of this game? Dazzle walked into the Roche Pit.
That's true.
In game number 1, Arms walked into the Roche Pit and Arms lost. I feel like, regardless of how this game looks, Radiant is just destined to lose. Oh, nice turn
counterplay
there. That was a very nice turn onto LTH. Gonna find the supports TP out from the Bane once again with that Shadow Amulet.
KXY. Double jumps. He has nothing left. He only has the Dissimulate.
And Kotaro, he's coming. He's coming. There's the Dissimulate. But the silence is going to be there. A grip onto the Queen of Pain, but to what avail? Gonna lose it.
Very little avail.
Level 20 on this Queen of Pain. Level 20 on the Conquer as well. Meanwhile,
Yeah. Level
KXY
18
is,
on Dazzle.
KXY is level 14.
Look at what Prince's doing with the spiders. Oh, never mind. They're all dead. He was just sending them down mid. I'm not sure what the purpose was for, but
You know, sometimes the kids are just like, can this just be over, mommy? I don't want to anymore.
and finally, Lava PC will.
Now this was where it went wrong here for SG Esports in game number 1. Can they find the Roche fight? Can they snatch away the Aegis? The answer
They
is
are
no.
they are
No.
on the other side of the map. They have no interest.
You know, the
in
people who were not watching but only listening, maybe they were like, wait, what? It's maybe even close. They come back to watching. Debated you guys right there. As Leo Style finds LTH here.
He uses yes, the Orchid. Gets the D word though.
Hey, the D ward? Oh, he's. Oh,
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
that's just a rough one, man. Oh, Void Spirit has an Agnum Scepter finished.
Okay.
Dyer's
Tycho
tower is under attack.
throws up a nuke. Did they get the D ward?
Monkey King is looking for a nullifier, and he's actually 400 gold away from it.
That's brutal. Bottom Kataro is hunting this Luna. Oh, he found him.
And there's the Torrent. The Typing a BKB TP.
Does he have enough damage? He's crit. Oh!
One more right click. That's so scary. You BKB TP and you just nearly just died. Oh.
That's gotta be. That's just like the scariest experience. You're like, am I gonna die through my BKB? They're gonna try and send it here.
Frank
onto the
is getting
Dazzle.
gone on. The silence gonna be there. Frank gonna be silenced again. Down to half HP. BKB from the Broodmother. Another stun coming through.
Gonna get the
and
grave
the
off.
shallow grave. Oh, it all was for naught. It's gonna get a little bit low here. Actually, Frank, he survives a little
He has
low.
grave again.
And another grave. Oh, it's just... They just want to find a kill.
Inkswell, he had the Inkswell shard on Grimstroke, so it purges at the end of it, and that absolutely saves Frank there. Not that it mattered, even if he dies, the fight's over for SG, but they just wanted one kill. Just one.
Just one more.
This was just brutal. I mean, neither of us saw this Dazzle last pick coming, but it absolutely just obliterated anything that SG wanted to do. Arms was the saddest carry I have ever seen at 8 minutes into a game.
Yeah. And you have played with me being carry. I mean...
That's true. Yeah.
Like,
just
that says a lot here. It was a rough one for SG Esports, but I can't stress it enough. Brightside, don't take the credit away from you. You said Dazzle, right? As the Dazzle was about to be picked.
yeah.
So
Sure.
Lava Best PC, they take it 2-0 in absolutely shellacking game number 2. Yeah,
there's really there's not much else to say. Lava Best PC. Maybe there was some doubt about if they were a better team after game 1. They still won that game at the end pretty handily, but this was they just look like on a different level after watching this game.
Yeah, and SG Esports, like, I felt like they tried like to like just switch it up, but in the end the lanes were just too rough there. And Lava just was the better team. They just were the better team today. And so that's gonna be it here for the Bitsler Cup. Now, DPC is gonna be starting in about 40 minutes. It's gonna be Interitus versus Balrog. So Balrog most likely gonna be the favorites there. But stream is gonna go offline, but DPC gonna be coming up in about 40 minutes. Brightside, it is always a pleasure casting with you. And yeah, if people want to hear more from you, you sound really smart. You predicted that Dazzle pick. Where can they find you?
If you enjoyed the cast, you can drop a follow on Twitter at Brightside Dota.
Also, you see it right under his name. Also, be sure to follow on my Twitter at aponzeus7, APON Zeus7. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Keep enjoying the dotes and have a good night.